Have you ever heard an American say, "No worries," and wondered, what does that actually mean? Because sometimes Americans say it when someone apologizes, someone says thank you, someone asks for help, or even when plans change suddenly. Americans use this phrase in many different situations every single day. And today, I'll show you what no worries really means, how Americans use it naturally. We'll go over some real-life examples and some mistakes that English learners often make. Let's get started. So what does no worries mean? No worries is a very common, casual American expression. It usually means, it's okay, don't worry about it, it's not a problem, or that's fine. And Americans use it to sound friendly, relaxed, casual, or easygoing. For example, if your friend arrives late and says, "Sorry, I'm late," you could say, "No worries." This means, it's okay, I'm not upset. Another example, someone could say, "Thanks for helping me." You could say, "No worries," meaning you're welcome. It was no problem. So this phrase helps conversations sound warmer and more natural. And this is one of those phrases that I use all the time. So let's break down when Americans actually use no worries. First, after an apology, this is very common. For example, someone could say, "Sorry, I forgot to call you." You could say, "No worries." This means it's okay. Another example, "Sorry, I stepped on your shoe." No worries. This sounds natural and friendly. Americans often use no worries instead of "you're welcome." For example, a friend could say, "Thanks for helping me move." Your response, "No worries." This means I was happy to help. Another example, "Thank you for explaining that." You could say, "No worries." This sounds casual and natural. We also use no worries when something is not a problem. For example, a coworker could ask you, "Can you send me that file again?" Your response, "No worries." That means, "Sure, that is not a problem." Or a coworker could ask you, "Can we change the meeting time?" Your response, "No worries." This means that's completely fine. A quick thing to note, Americans usually pronounce this very fast. You're not going to say, "No worries." You'll often hear, "No worries, no worries, no worries." So a common mistake that I want you to avoid is to remember not to use no worries in very formal situations. Remember, this is a casual expression. So in extremely formal business situations, it's preferable to say, "That's perfectly fine," or "That's not a problem." And you can always say, of course, "You're welcome." For example, during a very formal job interview, no worries may sound too casual, but in normal American daily life, it's super common to use. Now, let's work on your pronunciation. Repeat after me. No worries. No worries. No worries. Did you know that one of the fastest ways to take your English to the next level is by learning idioms? If you haven't already seen my playlist, click here.